friends! Hi everybody, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming out to see this activity today. Our activity has to do with animals. Don't you love animals? There must be some animal that you really, really like. Yeah? Well, today we're going to learn about what types of animals there are and how they're classified. And then we're going to talk a bit about their habitats. Ooh, can we make something? Yeah, let's make something with the animals. First, we've got to go over a few facts. Now, these types of animals, that says insects. Yeah, it says insects. They are animals that don't have any kind of bones inside, do they? So that's one group of animals, and scientists have them separate from other animals that have bones. So we're going to put away our insect group for today. Whew! And we're going to learn a little bit about the 5 groups of animals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't see them all. Sorry, the camera's off of the first one here. Is that a bit better? Okay, so there are 5 groups of animals. Now, Bumble, can you tell us the names of them? Let's see. That says birds, mammals, amphibians, reptiles, and fish. Thanks, Bumble. Okay, so now let's take a look and see what do we know about all these different types of animals. Well, birds have feathers. Yes, they do. And mammals have hair. Amphibians are just like shiny and wet looking. Well, yeah, I could agree with you on that. I do see what you mean, especially in this picture. So for amphibians, it also includes toads as well as frogs, and there's salamanders as well, and even newts. So amphibians, you're right, they don't have hair, they don't have feathers. And what about these last 2? Oh, reptiles and fish. Do they have scales on them? Yes, that's what it's called, scales. Yeah, that's one way to tell the different types of animals apart, is how they look. You can also look at how they move. Some of them are quite different from others. Birds can fly, right? Well, everyone knows that. Well, not all birds, though. Some birds don't fly very well, like chickens and ostriches. They don't fly all that much. And penguins swim, but they're still counted as birds. They do have feathers. Our mammals tend to walk on their feet. Our amphibians, they can swim and they can jump. In some cases, they kind of run along the ground. Our reptiles, they can slither. What else can reptiles do? They can crawl, they can climb. They're very versatile. And then fish, well, fish can only just do one thing, I think. Fish can swim. That's right. Thanks, Bubble. So we also know that how they have their young is another way to look at how they're classified. Yeah. How do birds have their young? They lay an egg. Right. And the mammals, they have live babies that are born. They're just little small versions of them. Do you know when bears are born, the little cubs could fit in my hand practically? Oh, that is so cute. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to get between mama bear and the cub. Amphibians lay eggs as well as reptiles as well as mammals. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of egg laying that actually happens, but the eggs are different between different groups. How we feed our young can be very different. Mammals are the only ones that give their young milk from the mother. And what are some other unique characteristics? Well, the fish need oxygen from water. Yeah, that is true. Fish need oxygen from water. The rest of us have air, although amphibians can do some cool tricks with their skin and in the water too. Okay, I've got a quiz for you now. I like this. Is it a game? Yeah, a quiz is like a game. It's like a game show. Okay, Bumble, you're up now. Which category does this animal go in? That is a butterfly. We did not talk... Oh, wait! Butterflies are insects. Whoosh it over there. Thanks, Bumble. You're right. It's an insect. Oh, I got another trick one. Ready? Here it comes. Oh, wait a minute. This is a dolphin. It's a fish? No, it's not a fish. It breathes air and it gives birth to live babies and it gives its young milk, so it's a mammal. I can't wait to get to one of the ones coming up. You think you can trick me? This is a fish, right? Oh, you said it. That's a fish. Put it in the fish pile. How about this little bunny? He's all hairy. We know he's a mammal. Yeah. Anything that's on one of these hairy guys, it's a little pet shop cutie pie hamster. Also, mammal. All right. What about this candle holder? Candle holder has scales, a hard shell on its back. Definitely reptile. That's right. And what about this human? Well, a human's not an animal. No? Is a human a plant? Well, no. Humans actually are a kind of animal, and this is something that young kids have such a hard time believing. So, if you're at home watching this, please know that humans are animals. Well, you have hair, you feed milk to your young. You must be mammals then. There you go. Look at this guy. Chomp chomp. I think that's a crocodile. So, is it a reptile? Yes. Zebra? Mammal. Crocodile? I told you, it's a reptile. Are you listening to me? Sorry, Bumble. Yes, definitely listening to you. Okay. Who's this? Who's this? Ha! Owls are birds, they can fly. What about our long-necked friend? Hairy. Gives birth to its young, yes, mammal. Thanks very much, Bumble. You're welcome. That was fun. Did I get them all right? Yes, I thought I would catch you on the human one, but you figured it out. Humans are mammals. Okay, Bumble's going to sit and watch just for a minute now while we take a look. Thanks, Bumble. While we take a look at the habitat. And your challenge is, my friends, to also build a habitat for some of the animal friends that you can find maybe in your toy collection or some of your decorations if you're allowed to touch them. Or you could even just draw your habitat. You don't have to make it the way that I did. I did it as a model. Here we go. We're going to move our bird book and our mammal book and our amphibian book and our reptile book and our fish book. And now we have revealed the habitat. Now my habitat has a mountainous area off to the side. And then that's a pile of books. The mountains are there. And then I used this is like a grassy field sort of area all the way to the river and the pond. And the river flows out to the ocean over there. So let's see. Can you see the ocean? A little bit. All right. So I tried to get all 5 groups. If possible, you could try that too. All right. I did include mammals, reptiles, amphibians, birds, and fish. Those 5 groups. And I even did put insects in because to make a habitat, you got to have 4 things at least in here. You got to have some food for your animals somewhere. You have to have some water for your animals somewhere. And you've got to have space for them to roam around. And they need shelter as well, somewhere where they can be safe. So up here in the mountains, I've got a wild cat. It's showing a tiger here, but you can maybe imagine it's more of a mountain lion. Whatever. Anyway, I've put a wild cat up in the mountains and it's about to chase something. It's running down the mountains to chase this little friend. Oh no! It's our little deer. Oh dear, you're in trouble. I hope you can run fast from that tiger. She's actually a puppet, so I could put my hand in there and get her running, can I? Let's see. Oh dear, there's a tiger after me. Oh, I'm I'm gonna go and hide in my habitat. So she's gonna go hide in the trees, and hopefully the tiger won't see her anymore. I was just getting a drink, you know. Yeah, it's not always safe to be out in the open getting a drink. So she's gonna go and hide back there. All right. You might be hungry today, tiger. You'll have to be fast to try and catch her. Then I've also got a reptile. And this little reptile is a little turtle. And our turtle is living in the pond. And our turtle likes to eat all kinds of things. What do you like? I like flowers, plants, and insects. Lots of insects. I didn't have a lot of insects. So what I did was I put out some money. I had a little bucket of change. So I put some of my change out, and each one of the bits of change in here represents some insects in the pond. Maybe there's some flies, and maybe there's some, I don't know, some larvae for dragonflies, or there could be all kinds of insects in there, water striders, and so on. Now, just over here in the tree, there's my bird. Right from my Christmas decoration box, honestly. Anyway, this little bird, it loves worms, and I couldn't think, how am I going to make a worm? I didn't have time to make Play-Doh or anything, so I found these in the drawer, and I thought those look a lot like a worm. So, my little Robin is eating a worm. Delicious, thank you very much. And the Robin can take safety up in the tree if it ever feels in danger. There's a little baby frog. Oh, sorry, Robin. You're not cooperating with me too much, but that's okay. My little frog friend.
Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Do you know when they're making the really loud noises, they're trying to attract their mates to come and find them or tell them where they are so they can go find them? Yeah.
Ribbit, ribbit.
So he's going to be in there, and he's in the pond, and he's also after the insects in the pond. Back in the back, can you see my little fish? My little fish in the ocean, and I just cut out a piece of paper that I had. And I put some rocks there, and that's because clownfish eat the algae off the rocks, or off the coral. So I put that there too. There's another bunch of insects here. They're also called pop-tabs. So now I can play with this, and I can have my tiger searching around trying to find some food. Or maybe I can have a little adventure where the tiger and the tortoise become friends. I can play with my habitat that I created. So I challenge you, my friends, create a habitat. And if you want to take some time, learn about the animals a bit. I have some books on hand, and I didn't know much about reptiles, so that's the book that I was reading. And in the reptile book, you might have noticed that I had the pages marked because I was learning about different things about reptiles that I didn't know. So you could do some learning. There are places you can maybe look online if you have some help with your family. I know that at our school, PebbleGo is available. I think it might be available for most of you to use right now. So you could log on to PebbleGo and learn about your animals there. So get to work, get some learning done. I want to hear about all the facts that you've come up with. If you prefer to draw and you just want to draw a nice habitat with all your creatures, go ahead and do that. Be creative. It doesn't have to look like mine at all. You can figure out your own animals and what habitats they go in. All right, so from me and from Bumble, bye everybody. Thanks for being here today and learning about animals with us. Bye.